Hi friends, today we're going to be talking about mammals. And before we start talking about mammals, I want you to go get a stuffed animal and you're going to be talking to your stuffed animal today about mammals. If you have your stuffed animal, I want you to grab your stuffed animal and put your stuffed animal next to you, somewhere where you won't be distracted and somewhere where you're going to be able to be a good listener. But leave it close by since you'll be talking to your stuffed animal several times during this video. So first, what is a mammal? Can you tell your stuffed animal? What are some examples of some mammals? And what are some mammals that we have talked about so far in our online learning? So you've seen a video about pigs, a video about elephants, and a video about horses. Well, today we're going to watch a brain pop video that talks to you about what mammals are and why all of these animals are in the mammal group. After our brain pop video, I'll stop the video and then I'll talk to you about some things that I heard, and you'll get to talk to your stuffed animal as well about things that you learned from the video.
We're off to the zoo. Aren't you excited, Moby? I can't wait to see the elephants. They're the largest mammals that live on land. What are mammals? A vertebrate is an animal that has a spine or backbone. All mammals are vertebrates. All mammals use lungs to breathe oxygen. Even mammals that live in the ocean, like whales and dolphins, breathe with lungs. Very young mammals get help from adults for protection and food. When they're born, mammals rely on milk from their mothers to survive. Cold-blooded animals like frogs use the environment to help control their body temperatures. A frog warms up in the sun and cools down in water or mud. But mammals are warm-blooded animals, which means they control their body temperatures, even when it's really cold. All mammals have hair or fur. I know whales and dolphins don't look like they have hair, but they're actually born with tiny hairs, which fall out later. A pangolin is a mammal that lives in Africa and Asia. Its body is covered in thick, tough scales, which are actually made out of joined hairs. Mammals can look really different from each other. They can be really big or really small. Rhinos, porcupines, manatees, and bats are all mammals. A jerboa is a tiny hopping mammal that lives in the deserts of Asia and northern Africa. A mandrill is a monkey that lives in African rainforests. The male mandrill can be really colorful. Yep, people are mammals too. All mammals have ways to get food, water, and shelter. How are mammals adapted to their environments? A habitat is a place where plants and animals live. Mammals live in different kinds of habitats, like rainforests, oceans, and deserts. They even live in the snowy Arctic. All mammals have ways to survive in their habitats. Camels have adapted to life in really hot deserts where there's very little water. Their long legs keep their bodies away from the hot ground. Thick fur protects them from the heat, and camels rarely sweat so they don't lose water. Their humps store body fat, which can be turned into water. Some animals have adapted to life in pretty cold places. Black bears live in the forests of North America. During warm months, they eat and fatten up. During the cold winter, when food is hard to find, bears sleep for months at a time. They wake up on warmer days to hunt and eat. That's a giant anteater. It lives in the rainforests and grasslands of Central and South America. It has long, curved claws to dig for insects, like ants and termites. The anteater sleeps under its long, bushy tail to stay warm and to hide from predators. It has a really long, sticky tongue to grab insects to eat. Camouflage helps many mammals hide in their environments. The cheetah's spots help it hide in the grass so it can sneak up on prey. Impala have tan fur to help them blend into their habitats. They also travel together in herds to stay safe from predators like cheetahs, lions, and leopards. Whales are some of the largest mammals on the planet, but even they have predators. Many whales have light bellies that help them blend in with the sky when predators look up at them from below. Their dark backs blend in with the water when predators look down at them from above. What is happening to some species of mammals? People are destroying animals' habitats to make space or to get natural resources like wood. When this happens, animals lose their homes. When an animal or plant is endangered, there are only a few of their species left. The tapir has become endangered because its jungle habitat is being cleared. Elephants are also endangered because of habitat loss and because people hunt them for their tusks. The snow leopard lives in the mountains of Central Asia. Sometimes it attacks livestock to get food. Farmers trap and hunt snow leopards to keep their livestock safe and to get their fur. The Amazon river dolphin is endangered because of water pollution and dams. Many get caught in fishing nets. People are working together to save habitats and protect plants and animals. Governments all over the world set up reserves or protected lands where plants and animals can live safely. People have passed laws, like the Endangered Species Act, which protects plants and animals and conserves their land. Zoos educate people about endangered species and are helping to save them. We saw so many cool mammals today. I don't think you're a mammal, Moby. Well, for one thing, you don't have any hair.
I hope you enjoyed that video um, all about mammals. So what I want you to do is I want you to turn and talk to your stuffed animal and tell your stuffed animal, what do all mammals have? What are some mammals that you saw in the Brain Pop video? So when I was watching the Brain Pop video, I made some notes so that we can remember what all mammals have and why they're all a part of this group. So one thing that it said at the very beginning of the Brain Pop video is that mammals are vertebrates. Can you say vertebrate? So what does that mean if a mammal is a vertebrate? Can you tell your stuffed animal? That means that mammals have a spine. So you actually have one in your back. It's in the middle, and if you push on your back, you can feel and run your hands down your back. You can actually feel your spine. And in the video, it said that we're mammals as well. Something else I heard is that mammals all have lungs. So what are lungs? Why do we need lungs? Can you tell your stuffed animal? So a lung helps us breathe. And you can actually feel your lungs right here. You can touch them, and those are your lungs. And we need our lungs in order to breathe. I also heard that they are all warm blooded. So far we know that all of them are vertebrates, every single mammal. They all have lungs and they're all warm blooded. So you can either be warm blooded or cold blooded, but these animals are warm blooded. So can you tell your stuffed animal, what do you think warm blooded means? Or what do you remember hearing from the brain pop video? So warm-blooded means that they can control their body temperature even if it's really, really cold outside or really hot. So we are warm-blooded, and our body is able to do that for us. Um, the last thing that I want to talk about that I heard is that all mammals have fur and hair. So we have hair. And so those are all the things that I heard that all mammals have. So can you think of an animal that would not be part of the mammal group? Can you tell your stuffed animal? So I thought of a butterfly. I know that a butterfly is an insect, so it belongs to the insect group, and it does not have lungs like we do to help it breathe, and it is not a vertebrate. We are going to be moving to talking about reptiles. So in the next online lessons, you'll start noticing that we're not going to talk about mammals anymore, but we're really going to talk about reptiles, why these animals are in the reptile group and not in the mammal group. You'll get to watch a lot of different videos where it talks about, where you're going to learn about different reptiles such as a king cobra and a snake. So I'm really looking forward to learning about reptiles and learning about why those animals are part of that reptile group. Bye, friends.